about the meet, but I've heard nothing but like great things about Austin.
No.
Not Texas, just Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they add the Austin servers next year.
What?
Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that yet. My bad.
You serious?
Shh, forget about it.
But how old are you?
12.
Well, are you streaming on Twitch?
No.
Oh.
I can stream on. Well, I gotta download a different stream app.
Yeah, what's your Twitch channel? What's your Twitch channel?
TTV Landon TTV.
All right, cool. I'm gonna report your channel because you have to be 13 to stream on Twitch. Woohoo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm landing there too. Let's get this, bro.
Dead to rights.
Yeah. This is such an unfortunate situation. I mean, if there was a campfire, something that maybe could try to change the entire tide of this game, this is the moment. Nick Merckx able to drop one.
Oh my gosh, he did it!
Second. Is there anything? Is there any
Campfire.
opportunity?
Campfire.
Place down the campfire, Nick. Oh my gosh. He's hanging on by a thread. Now let's see what the play may be. He does have a bounce pad in his inventory. I think he might have just picked one up. He's trying to gauge how far away he is.
I don't think he
There is a
can.
baller that just exists, tries to go for the bounce pad, and he is going to try to escape, going through the slipstreams. Can he stay alive? Ticking lower and lower on HP.
No way.
Can he make it? And no, not going to be able to do so. Nick Merckx did all he possibly could. I will say, finishes off with 12 eliminations, 2 big ones at the end. Not going to be enough, though, as it will be Jarvis and Tilt still holding on and having access to the last 10 players that do exist on the map, as they already do possess a 2 elim lead. It's all about distancing themselves. It's all about what we like to call that extra credit.
And Nick almost doing the absolute impossible. We thought he was dead to rights. It looked like against all odds, he gets the both eliminations that are both in the storm, gets the campfire, just too little too late. Had there maybe been a second campfire on that stack, he might have had an opportunity, but that storm started hitting for 2, right? If it had been hitting for maybe a little less, he would have had a chance, but just, again, too little too late. Fantastic attempt, like I said, at least getting those 2 eliminations before he goes down. So great job by him to kind of, make something out of nothing, but now you got to wonder, how much of this extra credit we talk about are Jarvis and Tilt going to accumulate. There's 10 eliminations left on the map. Keep in mind, they're on the winner's side of the bracket, guys.
Exactly.
All they need to do is win one series versus the 2 series that Nick and Neo have to win. If you're a FaZe fan, I know we have FaZe in both teams, but if you're a fan of FaZe Jarvis and FaZe Tilt, you have to be licking your lips right now as your players are looking poised to enter game number 2 with at least a fairly sizable lead.
Yeah, I mean, they are already leading by 2 at this point and everything else. I mean, like you said, the extra credit points coming into play. There's a potential of 10 more eliminations they can get. If I'm in Jarvis's and Tilt position, you already saw a smile come out from Jarvis. He's feeling good. He knows Nick Merckx, Neo are down, and the pressure, for all intents and purposes, is off.
Yeah.
You know, they have a bad start. They instantly lose with the deficit, right? So, I mean, there is a lot of pressure now being placed onto Nick Merckx and Neo, especially the fact that they've got to force a bracket reset. Infam, Nick Merckx and Neo need your support and energy more now than ever. Make sure you're giving it their way.
Yeah, you got to support them a little bit. And on the other end, Tilt and Jarvis. Communication, excellent shots from afar. My goodness, Tilt making it look as if that weapon was so good. You hear him said, "I'm nasty. I got the shot. I got the beam right now." That's insane. He is hardly missing any shots, if any at all. And from a long range, rockets coming in to try and destroy the structures of Jarvis. But he's hot on the engagements. He's hot and ready to go for these fights. Players trying to use those air vents to escape, and it looks as if that will work for now. You see him being very aware of his position, knowing that players could go for the engagement, trying to land on top of his head, and it's not going to work out too well.
Nice
There's a
shot.
knock as Jarvis dropping one,
Oh my gosh.
peppering on the other. It's as if that they're just kind of playing around. They're toying around. They're hitting these guys with absolute ease.
This is absolutely
It's getting out of hand.
I got to say, Jarvis is a man on fire. He is taking shot after shot. And, I mean, honestly, it's reckless at a point where it's like a beautiful reckless, right? It's just they seem totally in control. Now they're going to divvy up, you know, a couple of supplies towards the end, and we're going to start pushing for the last couple of eliminations. And you can imagine they already had a 2 lead. They get these last remaining 10. They're going to come into game 2 with a 12 elimination lead.
Player was rebooted right now, too. Just more kills for the taking for both Tilt and Jarvis. First initial shots come in. They found another squad to add to their lead.
Oh,
of course.
He gets rifted, as Taylor
But Jarvis did?
mentioned.
Oh, wait, no, Jarvis did. Okay. I was
Always
gonna
a
say it
rift in
first.
play when times are looking dire. But that is actually netted. Tilt with the opportunity
no!
for a kill on a
Run!
soccer skin, but he gets hit by the trap in the meantime. Very, very unlucky, but he has Jarvis on his side, and you know Jarvis can kill any amount of players that are in front of him. He has shots coming in on the right and on the left, looking to finish off as many of these final players as possible. These 2 young, talented players are putting on a show in our grand finals thus far, showing up to the occasion despite never really being there before against a veteran team. They are doing wonders in this grand finals.
Jarvis, spotlight is on you, my friend. Bounce pad utilized. He's used to players kind of bouncing on top of him, and that seems to be what happens most of the time. Long-range shots, and there goes another. Jarvis is absolutely on a tear. Long range with the casual blue assault rifle. Not a problem. No issues whatsoever as he is solely taking down everybody. I don't even think he wants to go for the rebound until he's like, hey, man, I got this. This isn't a problem whatsoever. Man, this guy is on fire. He needs to go and take a look at that AC behind him because, my goodness, he is just storming everybody that is in sight. Like, this is insane, the shots that he's hitting from long range.
No.
Oh, and a casual few campers just hanging out. And it looks as if brought down to 70 HP. Thankfully, he has a few bandages, so going to go and utilize at least one of those to get back to 75. A few things down at the bottom, and it looks as if he might even have the opportunity. I was going to say, yeah, go and toss out
2 of them?
the Storm.
I
And
finally
we'll see
get
if
it.
that can maybe be utilized successfully, trying to distance out the opponents. Unfortunately, doesn't have a whole lot of shield to his name as he is constantly firing shots away from long range.
I've been waiting for the offensive storm to be thrown at someone. The stink bomb on steroids. Finally, we see it by FaZe Jarvis in the finals. Of course, going to push those players right away, and now he's going to get tagged up a little bit, but he still has another squad in his sights. Does have another campfire and a few bandages as well. So going to be able to probably get back to 100 health. The storm going to come in at about 35 seconds, so he still has some time. But it looks like another player is pushing him to his left.
I'm going to be thinking, does he have a launch pad, right? That's going to be the biggest thing to kind of rotate towards new circle.
I think he does.
And if he does, that's going to be absolutely critical. But this team below him, you know, I would say decent player. From what I can tell, honestly, pretty much everybody in this final lobby seems to be kind of decent. Like, especially like the last 4. And I'm only saying that because just how the builds are kind of going, right? This is like a little bit of a Turtle War-esque kind of fight going down, but I mean, it is going to benefit Jarvis in a situation. He has a ton of experience for this, and you see some nice edits coming through. He gets this elimination. He'll also be able to heal himself with the fire as well. And there it is, but the storm moves in. Now, does he have a launch pad? We have to see.
It looked like there was a purple item on the ground when he was looting one of those opponents. So I'm not sure. Maybe he doesn't actually have one after all.
There's no way, because he wouldn't be moving like this, I don't think.
Yeah, no, you're right. It looked like there's one on the ground. Maybe it was a purple item.